Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the GBYWN Australia podcast. I'm your host, Aston Crude, here again with Luke Monet for part 3, the Q&A.
Hi.
With the boys from WCWA. Hey, that rhymed. Fuck it, I'm not doing it. Alright, so, the Q&A with Luke Monet. We have talked about ICWS, we've talked about WCWA, and more importantly, we've talked about EBW and
That's not important at all.
ABW.
Not important.
We have talked about them, but Luke Monet, this is your life.
Why? What are we trying to do?
I'm going to ask you a question from the Q&A.
Oh.
Alright, Jack Wallace, fuck off cunt, you said I was next in line.
Immediately the Q&A's gone to shit. This isn't a question.
Okay, Alex Stone, how much did you learn from me?
Even though this kind of has a hydro-styled feels
Oh,
to
yeah,
it.
lower down I say Alex with shades of hydro.
I did actually learn a lot when it comes to promo work from Alex, as well as you, but like, Alex had a lot of my heel promos I kind of style around Alex's early time in ICWS and WCWA as well, when he's, got the cocky heel gimmick style thing.
Mm-hmm.
I do like to look back on a lot of Alex's promos, and he's got a lot of technical, like his way of portraying himself as a heel. I took a lot from, and obviously you, and even DJ, and Alex are probably the main guys I look towards when it comes to the heel work.
Really? DJ's a shit heel.
Really?
No.
Why would you say that? What?
Just to say no after you said really. Like, DJ's a sick heel. What are you on about?
Fuck off. Don't pin that on me.
I'm turning this into an entertaining section,
This is
alright?
fucking horrible. That was horrible. You scared me. You were going to throw me under the bus.
No. If you're not on the bus.
Fuck off. No.
If you're not on the bus, get off the bus.
That's
That's what they're saying.
If you're not down with
us. Yeah. Alright, so you learned a bit of promo shit from Alex Stone. Alex Stone, how amazing was it to work with me?
It was good. It was good to work with Alex. One of my favourite matches, but again, hydro-like comment.
Yep. And then Alex asks, how does my dick taste?
Brown.
Okay. So it's been in your arsehole?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it has.
Jack Wallace, would you go round 7 with Jack Wallace?
No. I said I wasn't going to go round 4 with Jack Wallace.
You had to go round 4.
I went round 4, round 5, and round 6.
Why won't you go round 7?
Because, sometimes, enough's enough, Sometimes you have enough matches. And unfortunately, I feel like we passed that boundary a long time ago. Yeah, me and Jack do work well together, but fuck, we can't just keep wrestling. You can't do that.
Okay. Moving forward. Just trying to find a legitimate question here, because people are in the middle of bickering here. Okay. Okay. Deacon Whalen. DK Joker.
Ginger.
When you came to ETW the first time with Tim, did you think you were going to die?
A little bit, yeah. I thought I may have contracted disease from where
Why?
I bumped. It was a very dodgy area. Grass was high. Things looked a little bit dodgy on that side. Looked like because first time I walked in there, the first bump was off the roof. So
sorry for those playing at home. If you're listening, like Taylor from over east, you probably don't know what ETW
hey, Taylor.
is. ETW is Extreme Trampoline Wrestling, which is a federation that was run by DK Joker, Kai Fusion, Arthur Aries, and Big Ace back in the day. Anyway, back to your experience at ETW.
It was a very kind of thrown together arena. So it's like if you bumped on the outside, it's very likely you're going to bump on glass or something. I remember got thrown into a playground. That hurt a lot. It was just kind of a mess, really. I thought I would die a little bit. I mean, it was Lowe that split his head open.
What was your impressions of ETW?
The guys wrestling there were all cool guys, but it was just a very iffy area.
So it wasn't just Deacon and Kyle and Ace and
Nah,
Ares.
I remember the first time I saw Ace, the first memory I have of Ace was his nose just bleeding everywhere. I don't know if it was because he got punched, or if it was because a nosebleed.
Nosebleeds.
It was just like a lot of blood, But yeah, no, they're all good guys and stuff. It was can't remember the other guys' names and stuff, but good guys.
So there were other guys.
Maybe about 3 or 4 other guys.
It was Lars, one of them.
Don't think
Corbin.
so. Corbin may have been.
I don't know.
Anyway,
and after that, what did you think of ETW?
It was good because I understood where they were coming from, because like EBW, ABW, trampoline, yeah, you make do with what you have, I can kind of understand where they were coming from with that. But again, me and Tim were like, we need to get some of these guys like on a base or in a ring because they've got a lot of talent. Like, I mean, Kyle, we could tell instantly. We're like, yeah, he needs to be on something more solid. We could tell with Deacon he had a good character. He was good with his character. Had some things to do to improve with his actual like technique and stuff, but you could tell he had a good future. Same with Matt and Ace. You could tell had something. Ace was like the perfect big guy. I was like, fuck, need to put him on a base. He'd be sick.
Okay. Deacon also asks, what is the most iconic moment of your backyard wrestling career?
Iconic.
The greatest moment of your backyard wrestling career.
Would have been winning my first title, which would have been the GBYWN Australian Heavyweight.
Yep. Aftershock 2013 against Mykonos.
Yep, that was my moment, in my opinion.
When that 3 count went down, what did you think?
I was like,
fuck, I can't believe it.
Yeah. And like, it's the whole cliche, you look at the title and like, that's when you realise you've made it. That was like a legitimate thing where you're like,
you looked at that piece of cardboard.
I looked at that piece of cardboard with some like kind of glue stains on it, like where they put the glue under the paper. I was like, I've made it. I can see.
That title's in my cupboard.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yep.
At least it's not in the trash can. Moving on.
Deacon Whalen, where do you see Luke Monet in the next 2 years?
Top of the war zone, baby. Champion. Okay, no, but like somewhat higher up on the card, constantly trying to put on some good matches. Still a heel, I hope. I'll stick.
You want to stay heel for the next 2 years. You want to have a solid run as a heel.
Yeah, I want to have a solid. I feel like so far my heel run's been pretty good, and I feel like I can take my heel run into different kind of sectors in like how I treat it, rather than being a cocky heel. Like I could expand and be a different kind of heel, all that kind of stuff. But I feel like
be an aggressive heel, be a sadistic heel,
be a slimy little cunt,
be a cowardly heel,
yeah.
Chicken shit heel is one of the best heels, I reckon.
Yeah.
And I reckon Deacon's doing a great job of being the chicken shit heel. Because people don't want to be, they want to be the badass all the time. It's like, no, fuck that.
Chicken shit heel's fucking fun.
I liked it because I was a badass, but at the same time I was also a chicken shit.
Yeah.
Like no, dignity really, just a fucking piece of shit. But that's true to life. A lot of people are like that. They're slimy motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And that's what you gotta. That's what you gotta take on board when you become a heel. What are true to life fuckheads? Tony Abbott.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna be the Tony Abbott of backyard wrestling. Heat.
Yeah.
You're gonna get heat constantly. Chris will like that. Rex Regan will like that little comment, even though he doesn't listen to the podcast.
Oh, goody.
Okay, Deacon, I think I've already asked this, but your initial reaction to the ICWS, SPWS guys coming into WCWA for the first time.
Yeah, you're going to have to listen to the other part if you want to answer.
Yes.
You fucking ginger
it had this even up here.
No. Everyone else got like a much worse treatment than that. I asked a question that was in another part. He can take the same fucking...
No,
Yeah.
you hold your tongue.
No,
right? That's
he's
cruel.
a ginger stepchild.
He's not. He knows his parents.
That's a lie. I know the truth, Deacon.
Okay, Deacon, if you had creative freedom over your character, what would you have come up with?
Well, I do have... I'm a booker.
Yeah, but I'm in charge still.
Okay. Honestly, I don't know what much else I could really come up with my character, because I know I've always kind of had an issue with developing like a gimmick, in a sense. I'm like,
Well, I guess in the way, Deacon's asked this question, but you have creative freedom of what you're doing right now. Maybe not so much in the franchise, because you're kind of locked into that. Yeah. But now you've got freedom over what you want to do.
Yeah, I remember I wanted to be this angry heel. That's what the original promo was, where I was yelling at people and being an absolute cunt. But then I started realizing, hey, being a cocky fucking dickhead that will piss people off by smiling like I usually did with the franchise, that I can work with that and just be who I usually am and just make it into me being an arsehole. And
do you regret never getting to do the Maven heel turn?
Which was like the tongue out, fucking shaking his... No, I do not regret that in the slightest.
Okay, and last question from Deacon. Your top 5 Australian/United States backyard wrestlers. If you want to give 5 each, you can. If you want to do 5 in total, then...
Alright, well, for sentimental value, Matt DeMorris is number 1. Because me and Jack fangirled really over him for fuck knows how long.
I just saw this video the other day of these pro wrestlers
doing his finisher. I saw that as well. Yeah,
it's just like fucking hell.
Like that's how you know if like you've done something. Where even pros will take your finisher.
Yeah.
So Matt DeMorris is up there. Sam Jude. I fucking love Sam Jude.
What?
Huh?
Did you just say that?
What?
Sam Jude.
Yeah. What?
Like, as you said that, he just commented on
what
post.
The fuck?
Really?
Yeah. It's fucking sick.
Who the fuck's Sam Jude? I thought he was just some random dude that was commenting on a post and you saw his name, so you said it.
No.
Oh.
You need to watch his stuff, dude. He's sick.
Okay, so he's commenting on my shit.
Even though he's not US, he's UK.
Oh, that's alright. That's okay.
Yeah. But so Matt DeMorris, Sam Jude, gotta get shit for this one, but Mike Delcano, even though he's Jewish,
that's alright.
He's good. Gotta deal with it.
That's alright.
I really do like Red Hazard, not only for his ability, but the character. Yep. Fucking love the character. And finally, Clint Marshall.
Okay, so I'm not in it.
Sorry.
You think Clint Marshall's better than me?
Of course. I shouldn't have said that. You bought me so much beer.
You think Mike Delcano's better than me? Unbelievable. Unfucking-believable.
Just so
Delcano
upset.
And Marshall better than me.
Sorry, I know they're both Jews. I know.
You picked 2 Jewish guys over me. Unbelievable.
Just immediately, interview's over, go home.
Alright, cool. Mike Delcano. Why did you call yourself Dynamite?
Is that 5 likes? That's disgusting.
They probably liked that question because he left the thread after he...
No, I've said it, I've given the story many times, but for people that don't know, I kind of mentioned it earlier. In EBW, we had a feud. It was Elite Backyard Wrestling and Extreme Backyard Wrestling, who we don't know where they were coming from, but they had episodes like we did. And on episode, I think it was 15 or 16, there was this new character named Dynamo that was meant to debut, and he had this sack thing on his head, which I'm pretty sure was a pillowcase. I think it was a pillowcase on his head. Came out to So You Want to Be a Champion by Grinspoon. I think that was EPW's theme. Yeah. We didn't know EPW existed at this stage, so we're like, I'll take this character with happiness, like with all. I'm cool. I'll take the character easy, because he didn't debut after I took the character, and their entire fed just went under as soon as I took the character. I don't know if it was coincidental, and that's how it just lined up.
It probably was. They probably didn't end their federation because...
No, I'm pretty sure they would have ended their federation once some little brown cunt decided to take their character.
So he did it just to
piss off another fed, yeah.
Okay,
and then Dynamo carried over a lot more than it probably should have.
Big Ace. How's your first match, and how are your matches now, and how have you improved from back then?
So my first match, I'm not going to classify trampolining as matches, to be honest. I don't. So
you would say your first proper match was that 3-way at full spot?
And luckily for me, that was a pretty decent match to start off with. I'm really happy with how that match went. So I'm glad with how that went. I'm glad with everything that went. What was the rest of the question?
Oh, just how do you think you've improved from then? Like,
well, with that one, I was like just getting comfortable with bumping, just starting to feel you know, get the feel of being in a ring and stuff. You know, psychology, I was just starting to learn and stuff, and how to work a match and, you know, interact with crowd and kind of use that to my advantage. And now I'm just kind of, I'm used to it. Like, I can work a match, I can bring in psychology, I can do all that kind of stuff. And I feel like now I can work a match to the level of pros. Like, with that one, it was a good match, but I wouldn't say, you know, it had psychology or anything. It was just moves.
Yeah.
Now I can work a match. So it's like a difference, and it sounds weird. Like, back then I wouldn't have known the difference between a match and, like moves and working a match.
Gotcha. Still Kemsley. How did you enjoy going to TAFE with Still Kemsley for a semester? And did it make you want to kill yourself?
Jesus Christ. It was fun at times until Steele decided to play his entrance video on the giant projector in a fucking lecture hall.
What? To who?
Did you not hear about this?
To who?
We're waiting for our lecturer. We're waiting.
A moron.
Our lecturer is late because he always rocked up late, and then we had our class sitting in there, and we always used to go on the computer and just listen to music or whatever and watch a video. And Steele, when we're all just listening to music and we're all talking to ourselves, Steele kind of sneaks off and puts his own entrance video on this big projector in front of the class. And so...
What is wrong with him? What is fucking wrong with him?
And it's...
the confidence you have to do something like that.
And like Steele...
And he's so socially awkward.
Yeah, he's so awkward, and yet he just put a...
And how did everyone fucking react to the lecture?
Everyone was laughing and like kind of like not sure how to react. And then Steele started like showing his action figure entrance at one stage as well. And
he's not gonna ever get laid.
I give props to Steele for how confident he is, because I learned a lot about Steele throughout my time at TAFE. He's a stoner.
No, I didn't know he smoked weed.
He smokes pot.
With who?
Just his mates.
I thought we were his only mates.
No, he has heaps of mates. It's weird. And he sent me a photo of him like chowing down on a box of chips, and he's cooked out of his mind. His eyes are glassy. It's a mess. But
what would John Kemsley say? Unbelievable. Coach Kemsley would not be impressed.
No, not at all.
Still Kemsley. What more things do you want to get out of backyard wrestling?
I would, if I was to end it soon, my last request would probably be like the WCW heavyweight title run, because that'd be pretty sweet. Sorry,
don't make me laugh.
Sorry, I'm a comedian, I know, but it would be pretty sweet to kind of, or at least in a rivalry where that's involved. Because I haven't actually had a match, like one-on-one match for like the heavyweight title, even though I don't count Battle War, because
no, that's not one-on-one.
That's not good.
But, you know, it's funny, like Rex Regan versus Antilochus next show.
Yeah.
This is the first time Rex Regan's ever gone
Yeah.
one-on-one for the heavyweight
Exactly.
title after all these years.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And it's against an original.
Yeah.
It's like the originals are coming full circle. It's
Yeah.
pretty cool. Still Kemsley again. So you would like to be WCW champion. Well, that's how everyone should feel. I remember once this question was asked and Deacon said, I'd like to be GBYWN Australian heavyweight champion. I'm like, whoa. You don't want to be WCW heavyweight champion? Why wouldn't that be a goal? Don't you want that? You know, so I think some people need to, you know, just think.
Ooh.
Think, you know, if you're doing this, you should have the goal to be the best.
Yeah.
You should definitely have the goal to be the best.
But in Deacon's eyes, being able to represent the nation will probably be like the best.
Well, the nation of domination.
Yeah.
That's weird.
No one can see what I'm doing.
We are the nation of domination. Next question from Still Kemsley. What are your favourite things about doing backyard wrestling?
It'd probably be touching boys. Touching boys on a monthly basis is kind of the thing that makes backyard wrestling worth it for me. If I must be honest with that one.
Touching boys.
Yeah. No. Watching wrestling since I found a video game of wrestling, and like actually seeing how insane wrestling actually is, kind of sparked my interest for the entire thing. And being able to actually do that and perform and do all that kind of stuff, which has now become like a dream of mine, and now I've been able to actually achieve that and wrestle in a ring, and it's just insane. And I didn't expect to do it in the first place, but it's surreal. It is surreal. But
it's so real.
It's so real.
Surreal.
So.
All right, cool. And still, Kemsley, how's doing backyard wrestling affected your life? I mean, as I said to Ryan Tate, if he didn't have backyard wrestling, he'd be dead. He'd be in a gutter dead.
Oh.
Nah. But
That's
what has it done for your life?
I mean, it did. Backyard wrestling has helped me through a lot of tougher and darker times because it's kind of helped stray my mind from issues that I've had, and it's almost like a parallel universe style thing where I can be this new character and like.
Well, that's what I call the first book I wrote on XCW, Our Own Little World.
Yeah,
it's like we've created our own little world, and when we enter that world, the outside world doesn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't even pop into our heads.
Exactly.
Even when you're not wrestling, you're just hanging out.
Yeah.
You don't even think about it. But continue.
It has basically become a second life to me, and that's why I was talking about it earlier. I don't know how I'd react if WCW wasn't around, because it's just become that big of a deal for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Big Red. How has the transition been from face to heel? What do you prefer and why?
Well, the transition from being face to heel was when I was a heel, I was meant to be booed, so it's a good change. Because by the end of the time of franchise, we were kind of getting a little bit of,
It's like people couldn't help.
They
wanted to be you.
They saw us. They're like, oh, fucking great. Here comes.
I don't know why.
It's our faces. It's our faces.
Unbelievable. All right. Well,
I do prefer being heel though, because I can.
It's only been a heel for a couple of shows.
Yeah, but I love it so much because now I can actually abuse them back.
Yeah, now you know how I feel. Now I'm like, fuck, now I'm a fucking babyface. Great. I was sick of being a heel babyface for 2 shows. Oh, I can't wait to tell you that. That won't happen for a while. I want to try and really be a good babyface, but okay, well, good. You like to be a heel. Other question for Big Red. If you could choose to have done your heel turn any differently...
Hell turn?
Heel.
You said hell.
Heel.
You said hell, though.
No, we'll check back at the
Okay, we will.
Heel. No, it sounded like hell.
No,
you said heel.
You said hell.
I said heel.
You said hell turn.
No. If you could choose... Okay, look, just let me ask this question. If you could choose to have done your hell turn any differently to how you did, then how would have you had it play out?
That was a messy sentence, wasn't it? I would have... The original plan for the heel turn, if I remember correctly, was during a match with Jack and I. And I remember...
You were slated to wrestle 1-on-1
yeah.
for curtain call.
No, there was an original plan where I'd actually wrestle him, like, in the idea of getting our frustrations out and, like, putting all behind us and all that stuff.
Okay.
And I remember...
Can't remember.
I remember, like, thinking all these ideas down from my head as to how it would go, and, like, after so much, like, frustration, I'd pick him up, I'd go for, I don't know what move, but he'd roll around from behind, I'd run to the corner where the ref was, he'd flinch, turn around, and I do a back heel low blow, and then just kill him with a gyro kick, and that's the heel turn. Everyone just fucking hates it, and it's like, oh shit, wasn't expecting that one.
Is that what you wanted to have done?
Yeah, because, like, walking out on a tag partner is a little bit lame.
But at the same time, we don't want to see Wallace versus Dynamite.
You don't. That is
Monet 7.
Yeah,
we've seen it enough. I just want.
No, it would have been 6 at this time because 7 was nice.
Oh, okay, yeah, but in saying that, we don't need to see another feud between you two.
Nah.
So if you turn on him like that, then people are gonna
be like,
well, why isn't there a rematch? Even though we've already seen them wrestle enough, it makes more sense to have a rematch because of that. But I just wanted it to be more of a mutual fuck this. A mutual fuck this. Knuckles. Tacos or burritos?
Tacos.
Knuckles. Best and worst moments in your career?
It kind of would be back to the highlight of the Australian Championship would be best.
Yep.
Because that was a pretty awesome moment. Worst. worst would have to be putting over that stupid fuckhead Jack Wallace at Resolution. Fucking dickhead. No, but I don't know. I don't know about worst.
The worst moment in your career?
I don't know. I haven't really had any...
Nothing. Nothing comes to mind that's the worst thing that's happened.
Mojo Flow.
We didn't even really mention Mojo Flow, did we, today?
Nah.
Okay, so I'm guessing Mojo Flow versus El Papacito, ECW rules.
Yeah, that was pretty shit.
For those playing at home, Luke also plays every now and then this masked character called Mojo Flow.
Indeed.
So that match didn't go very well.
No, it did not.
Why?
If
we bring it up, there's going to be an argument again, isn't there?
It was just not good.
Alright, well, it just didn't click that day. Knuckles, are you a scruncher or a folder?
Scruncher.
Me too.
Yeah, good.
Knuckles. Differences between tramp and bass wrestling, what was the transition like?
Tramp and bass wrestling.
Aside from the obvious.
Yeah.
But, how was the transition?
It was weird because, whilst tramps had their many negatives, it had ropes as well, so at least we could pretend like we're bouncing off the ropes.
Yeah.
When you get to the base, there's no ropes. You go to run the ropes and you fall off the base. You're like, oh, fuck, okay. You look like a dickhead now. You've just run imaginary ropes.
Yeah.
And there's, a lot of different things you have to take into account. Like, the trampoline had turnbuckles, the base has ladders, but then the base you don't bounce fucking 7 feet into the air.
Yeah.
There's so many different factors to take into it. So it was a weird transition, but, I don't know how else to really explain it apart from the obvious.
Yep. Next question from Knuckles. I don't understand it, so maybe you will. Why is a raven like a writing desk?
Because it's black and no one uses it.
I don't know. I don't get it.
I don't either.
Goku or Superman?
Goku.
Worst ever injury you have sustained in wrestling?
Would be when Chris put me in that legitimate arm bar and tore tissues and ligaments in my arm. Arsehole.
Okay. Knuckles. Kill one, fuck one, marry one. An old Mae Young.
Oh.
Gina Reinhardt.
Oh.
Donald Trump.
Kill Gina Reinhardt immediately. Fuck Mae Young because she looks like she's got a few different talents, and then marry Donald Trump because I'm a gold digger.
Alright, okay. I would have fucked Donald Trump.
What the... Why? You choose the one guy.
The one without the vagina.
The one guy to fuck.
And then Rex decided to chime in and said, kill Reinhardt and Trump, fuck Mae Young forever. Why?
So kill two people.
If you can kill two, then why don't you just marry Mae and then fuck her? Okay. Kai Fusion asks the question that, what were your first impressions coming to ETW, and what was your impressions after the event? We've already covered that.
Fucking dickhead.
Big Ace, if you got an opportunity to join a pro fed, would you take it and why?
See, I've already been given this option.
Who?
I've been given the option to join Schwa.
By?
Eli and Slate also was talking...
When?
Ages ago, would have been. Eli recently, and even Barrett, when he's now started, he's come to the tryouts and stuff. Everyone's really keen to have you there. That kind of thing.
It's just like, it just never ends. Like with Eli, it's just like fucking... I remember, I'm not mentioning whose name it was, but someone said to me, Eli's been telling me to come to Schwa and do train there, and then once I'm done you can still yard while you're training.
Yeah.
But then it's like, well, once you get on the card, you got to leave backyard wrestling.
Yeah.
So it's just like, fucking hell, Eli, stop trying to take my guys from me. It's like this constant thing, like they're poking at WCW, waiting for one of the guys to fall out, and all right, come on, we got Delcano, all right, we got him. All right, we got one, we got one, and now they're going to keep poking and poking. Come on, Monet, come on, Angelis, come on, Brian Lowe, come on, whoever the fuck else. It's just like, man, when they're ready, they're going to come, all right? And if they're going to come, they're not coming to you, they're coming to EPW, all right? That's what I'm under that impression, because if they're going to do it, they're going to do it right. No offense to Schwa, but That's just a fact. You know, that's the right way of doing it. So you've been approached by Schwa.
Yeah.
You've obviously said no because you're not ready yet. But if you were to go pro, where would you go?
EPW.
All right, there we go. See?
EPW
See?
all the way.
And I didn't even poke him in the gut to say it. Okay.
Stop fucking poking me, Carl.
Kai Fusion. Oh, he's such a fucking idiot.
What? What?
Ryan pretty much asked this already. What do you find better doing, playing a face or a heel?
He exactly asked that.
Fucking look at the post, dickhead. All right, the next question, sick question. Big Ace. Who's your hottest diva?
Oh, fuck.
And he's even put a tongue face after.
Fuck. It'd be a tie. It's a three-way tie. I need to fucking split up between the three, but so far I've got Trish Stratus, Tori Wilson, and Paige, and I need to fucking figure out which of the three. Trish.
I reckon Trish's vagina would feel better on the dick.
Yeah, Trish. I'm
just slightly over Tori, but then again you got Paige. But
I'm gonna have to go with Trish on this one.
I'm thinking Trish would be just insane. That would be crazy. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Good Lord.
Next question.
Oh, Kyle again. Your thoughts on the Resolution 2 ladder match? Well, like I wouldn't have asked him already, you dumb cunt.
You stupid
motherfucker.
You piece of fucking shit.
Okay, Kyle. Kai Fusion. Your most painful experience in backyard wrestling. Well, didn't someone just ask what your worst injury was?
That was injury.
And who asked that? Who asked that?
It would be...
do not tell me it was Kyle.
I think it was Knuckles, wasn't it? Knuckles was.
Oh, it was Knuckles. Okay, so another question that's going to be answered.
Most painful experience, because that was the worst injury. It wasn't the most painful.
Okay.
Key crusher into the turnbuckle with light tubes fucking killed.
Okay.
Because there was the whipping, there was the glass in my back.
Gotcha.
There was, it was just a mess. Lots of blood.
Still Kemsley, when you were teaming with Jack, did you like the singles matches or did you like having tag matches?
I did like the idea of tag matches a lot more than I did singles matches because I was in a tag team. I had to make the tag team look good. It was like, no, I didn't. Wow, that came out like a cunt.
No,
I didn't mean. I mean, we had to make the tag team division like shine because we're the tag team champions. So Jack and I were constantly in tag matches, and I feel like we did good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thankfully, Blade and Dan Zeppelin have helped beef up this Q&A section.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cannibal. Thank you, Blade. This is EA.
Yeah.
All fucking getting together to help out me and help out the one that we hate the most. The one that ended our friendship. Now I'm not friends with Dan or Blade anymore.
I'm expecting a good first question. What is it?
Dan Zeppelin. Ask a question that's already been asked.
Fuck.
What has been your proudest moment of your career so far?
Fucking
That's okay.
No,
that's okay.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Okay, Dan Zeppelin, who would you want your final retirement match to be against?
I will have to say Jack on that one. Even though there's so many matches and it's going against everything I said earlier, if I was to retire, it would have to be against Jack.
God. Alright, well, we'll make sure
But I would also really like it to be against the other two originals as well, if it was like a four-way or a tag match or something of that sort. That would be pretty dope. That would be dope.
Okay. Which wrestlers inspire you and influence you? So I don't know if it means backyard or pro. You can use either or if you want.
Let's see. Diamond Dallas Page.
Really?
Yeah. Eddie Guerrero and Cody Rhodes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Any backyard wrestlers that have influenced you? Matt DeMorist.
Well, no, I can't do what Matt DeMorris does. He's fucking insane.
Oh, so he hasn't influenced you.
As I have said before, you, Alex, and DJ, when it comes to like the heel work and stuff like that.
Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting because
don't do it. Don't say it.
I remember you saying a little bit earlier that your top five had Delcano and Clint Marshall. Yeah. They're not an influence on you though, but I am. So I'll just take one of their spots. That's all right.
Okay, go ahead. Choose. Pick one. Please pick Barrett. It'd be funny.
Clint Marshall.
What you asshole?
No. You left me out, so now I'm going to annoy you with that. Keep going.
I do take my punches after you. I do think I've started to learn how to strike better, and I've been watching how you do it, mate. Yeah, well done.
Yeah, fucking good.
Yeah,
fucking great.
Yeah,
actually, I got that from Scott Hall and Chuck Palumbo.
Oh, Chuck Palumbo.
Boom! He just lays in that hand and he claps the leg, and you don't even notice it.
Lovely.
All right. How has God damn it, Dan? How has WCW affected you as a person? Well, we've kind
already
of
covered that one.
Dan Zeppelin, is backyard wrestling something you openly talk about, or do you keep it quiet around most people?
I'm a very quiet person until I get drunk and someone brings it up, and then you got a conversation.
Well, I am too. Like recently, I was at a party, and then all of a sudden, someone let everyone know that I'm a wrestler. So then, I'm hanging out with like the top dogs in the punk rock scene in Perth.
Yeah.
So of course, one of them's like, "Give me one of those chops against the chest." And when I did it, it sounded like a gunshot went off, and the whole party stopped, and everyone just like, because they thought someone got hit in the head or something. But I just hit him in the chest, and he was just like, "Oh, yeah, that was sick." I was like, "All right, you might have what it takes, mate." But yeah, that's what happens when you keep it quiet. Then all of a sudden, everyone finds out, then they want to know how it works. So say, some of your other mates, like you got another crew of friends, obviously. Do you talk to them much about it?
Well, the other crew of friends have showed up to one show and they're keen to come to another one, but it's not like I blatantly talk to them about what's happening. Like, I know one of them is constantly asking me about it, but I still don't really open up much about it, because it's like,
Yeah, like I've got another group of friends, like the punk rock guys and the rock and roll guys in Perth. I don't really talk about it with them, I just talk about rock and roll. So,
got other things to talk about.
Yeah. Dan's also asked, are you planning to go pro? Which company and why? We've already covered that,
God
Dan.
damn it, Dan.
That's okay, but thank you very much for Dan for
cheers,
making
mate.
the effort. That was
Cheers.
his last question, unfortunately.
Thanks, mate.
Blade Shaw with 5 questions. If the franchise was to face off against any other tag team in Australian backyard wrestling history, who would you choose and why?
Fuck. Body spray.
Body spray.
Body spray.
Well,
Don't do it.
well,
Don't.
look what's going on right now. Maybe that's possible.
Oh.
Doubt it.
I thought you were trying to say, why didn't you choose the Heartbreakers?
No, but look what's happening. You're feuding with JD Flame. You're feuding with... Maybe that will happen. That would be interesting.
If me and
Doubt it.
If me and Jack somehow decide to come back and...
Oh yeah, of course, it's the franchise. Sorry, I thought he meant just any tag match. Okay, yeah. Well, okay, so the franchise versus Body Spray. That would be pretty sick.
Yeah.
It's like the best of WCWA tag team versus best of ICWS tag team. Yeah, just like for Heartbreakers better than Body Spray though. But anyway. Question 2. How did it feel to be involved in the final conflict with the Elite Alliance and being part of the team that took them down?
Well, mate, you have to listen to part number 2. Dickhead.
Yes.
But it felt good. I don't like swearing at Blade because it's Blade.
Mm-hmm.
But it felt good. It was good. It was nice.
Question 3. Having gone from being in a tag team with Jack to forming an alliance with Antilochus, what direction do you see this heading for Luke Monet?
To the top, daddy.
Gotcha.
No, but I'm hoping that I do kind of have more... I was saying earlier that I'm probably going to be remembered for in backyard wrestling for like the franchise and tag team wrestling, but it would be pretty awesome to be remembered as a singles competitor as well. I'm hoping now that I'm split up in that sense, I can kind of go in the direction where I will be remembered.
Are you hoping to become so synonymous with Antilochus that it completely overshadows you in the franchise?
Well, no, I don't want to overshadow the franchise because that's kind of, probably one of the biggest.
Well, I will say you should be aiming to overshadow it. So you should always be.
Well, yeah. Well, no, I'm not.
Always be striving to be better.
I'm not trying to say
this is tough. This is like tough talk.
I'm not trying to say...
Like you answer a question very well, but then you get caught on one little thing.
I'm not trying to say that I don't want to try with Antilochus, and now you're going to fucking probably bring something else up.
You don't want to try with Antilochus well.
I just said I'm not trying to say that.
Well, keep going.
I just don't want to make it seem like the franchise was nothing compared to... Because, the franchise was obviously a fucking huge part of my career. That was, like, 80% of my career so far. I don't want to just instantly, like... It's like saying, fucking... Did Marty Jannetty ever have a tag team partner after Shawn Michaels?
Al Snow.
Al Snow. It's
The
Marty.
new Rockers.
It's like Marty Jannetty, and Shawn Michaels breaking up, and Marty's like, "Oh yeah, well I don't need you, Shawn. I'll pretend like you weren't even there. I'm going to team up with Al Snow. We're going to be the best thing ever." It's not how that works. Like you'll always be known as being with Shawn. Sure, you can do this, but you'll always be remembered as being with.
But wouldn't you rather be like Shawn? How his career's not defined by being the Rockers, but Marty's is. Would you rather be like Shawn, or would you rather be like Marty?
Well, still, I'm trying not to be. I'm not even in a tag team with Antilochus.
No, but I'm just saying.
If I could,
the Rockers is the franchise in this.
If I could
scenario,
well, I thought we were
Do
saying.
you want to be the Marty Jannetty who's known as being in the
No.
Rockers?
No.
Or do you
I
be
thought
the Shawn Michaels who's known as being Shawn Michaels?
You were just saying I should try to overshadow the franchise with me and Antilochus. I don't want to do this. If I could overshadow the franchise as being a singles competitor, yeah, that'd be
That's
sweet.
what I meant.
No, but you were saying Antilochus. You were saying Antilochus, though.
No, you didn't get what I meant.
No,
mate.
you didn't get what I meant.
You just don't get this business.
You
okay?
don't. What business?
There's no business. No one makes a dime from this. Question 5. If you could name your dream champions list comprising of all the current WCWA titles, who would hold which title and why? Be careful.
If you could name your dream champions list comprising of all... Fuck's sake. And it has to be people that are wrestling now?
Well, he has it specified. Just whatever the fuck. I don't know what the fuck
Alright,
rules
so for
are.
WCWA Heavyweight Champion, I'd have Dusty Rhodes.
No.
So is it you got? Well, if he's not going to specify, you need to specify.
Well, just current roster then.
Okay, current roster. Fuck's sake, dude. Fucking hell. WZWA Heavyweight. Probably would put it. I probably would keep it on Antilochus.
That's good. Great. Fantastic.
Yeah. GBYWN World Hardcore. Four.
Who's the most hardcore, mate?
Yeah, but I'm not just looking for that as well.
Your dream champion. Your dream world hardcore champion.
Probably would have to go with Dan Zeppelin. Because he's done some pretty fucking sweet stuff with the hardcore.
Backyard title?
Backyard title, I would put on Rex.
Tag titles.
Tag titles. This also comes with the idea of what tag teams. They're not really in the roster anymore, but Arthur Aries and current Deacon Whalen.
Interesting. And GBYWN Australian champion.
GBYWN Australian champion. Ryan Tate.
Nice. Okay, there's probably a couple more. Antilochus. It's got quite a few, actually. Holy shit.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jacob.
Oh, this is fucking
okay. Awesome. Antilochus, what drives you to put on the best of your ability every event?
Fuck. What drives me to put on the best... Just me not wanting to... Oh, fuck. I don't want to be overlooked each event. I kind of want to be the standout guy at each show. Like, that's why I was really happy when I won in 2012, I was like the rising star and most improved. I was like, I stood out. And if I could, each event, I want to stand out, and I will try each event to do something to stand out. So yeah, that's probably what drives me to do that.
Okay. What do you hope for with your new alliance with Antilochus?
Probably to be the best heel/heels we can possibly be. And hopefully, if we can, to stick up at the top of the Warzone for a while, hopefully. Yeah. In the top main event scene. It would be pretty dope. It would be dope.
Favourite opponent and why?
Jack's gonna hate me for this, but probably Mykonos. because I feel like me and him have always worked really well together. That's why I'm really glad this feud's happening now.
Cool. If you could fuck any asshole, who and why?
You could really ponder about this one. Who has a cute butt? Who has a really, really cute butt?
Doesn't have to be a dude, it can be a girl.
Oh, fuck. I was assuming he meant in the Fed. Fuck, that makes it even harder, doesn't it? Paige.
What, your dick?
Paige's arsehole.
Paige's arsehole will get a plundering.
Yeah. Oh, wait, stop. Fuck, I forgot about Renee Young.
Renee? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Renee Young.
I don't know if she would be into Wayne. No, she's too nice.
Yeah.
Most prestigious title in your opinion?
It's funny because we had the discussion earlier. Well, it would be the GBYWN Australian because of the fact it's been around longer. It's been in multiple feds, and like we've been bestowed it upon us by a network of people in a different country overlooking us. So one day I do see the WCW Heavyweight Championship being more prestigious than the GBYWN Australian because it is our fed and it's getting there. But at the moment, I still think it's the GBYWN Australian.
Gotcha. Your favourite and your least favourite match?
Favourite match would be versus... Oh, fuck. Versus Jack Waller's Revenge because of just everything.
Yep.
And then... Oh, but that was hard to choose between that and the ladder match, to be honest.
Okay, and your least favourite?
Christmas Carnage 2012.
Okay. Your favourite and your least favourite opponent? You got to pick someone for least, man.
Fuck. It's not fair.
No, it is.
It's not. No, it's not.
It is, because that's the question, so...
Favourite... Ooh. Did I not already answer favourite?
No, just your favourite opponent and your least favourite opponent.
It's a tie at the moment between Jack, Mitch, and Clint.
Okay.
Because I won't be able to pick between those. And least favourite is El Papacito.
Where do you see WCWA as a fed in 2 years' time? This is all from Antilochus.
Fucking Antilochus. In 2 years' time, I see WZWA slowly closing down. Not in 2 years. I don't think we're done in 2 years. I think we're done in maybe 4, 5. But I'll see it. The signs are starting to show.
2020, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, fuck oath. But I'll see the signs are starting to show in 2 years' time that our time is coming to an end. But it should be good. It will be the peak, I reckon, in 2 years as well.
It's just hard to think of in 5 years' time because I don't have 20/20 vision.
Neither do I. 2019, so... Yeah.
Did you say who your least favourite opponent was?
Yeah.
Who?
El Papacito.
Oh, Papacito. Okay, I think I ignored it. Your favourite WCWA gimmick and why?
Fuck. Esqueleto. By far.
Why?
Because it's fucking hilarious. It's just brilliant and constantly is entertaining.
Oh, finally you put me over.
And like that was very close to me saying 1990 awesome.
Your favourite feud that has been in WCWA and why?
Fuck. Alex versus you, probably.
Cool.
Just put you
Why?
over again. Because it was just emotionally driven. It was so long in the making. Made sense. Was awesome. Back and forth. It's what you wanted in a feud.
Cool. What are your thoughts on Jack being a flaming fucking faggot?
He's just a flaming fucking faggot, man. Perfect question. Can we just end the Q&A here? He's a fucking faggot.
We've got a few more.
He's a fucking faggot.
What's your favourite stipulation?
Favorite stipulation. Fucking hell. if it's a feud ender and stuff, I do like 3 Stages of Hell. It's pretty dope.
Cool. If you were to turn face again, how would you alter your gimmick?
At this stage, from a booking perspective, I don't think I would. I would just stop going after faces and start going after heels, because like you can't just go from ripping into people to just high-fiving and just being all happy-go-lucky. I would just ease off on the ripping into people and would just go after heels.
Gotcha.
Because you can't just alter it, it's fucked.
Who do you think has the most potential in WCWA?
Deacon. And then Ace. Because Ace could easily, by far, be the next big guy.
Yep. And that's funny, because his next question was, what are your thoughts on the new improved DK?
I fucking love it. There's so many, like, as soon as he's turned heel, and that DDT when he hit it on Kyle, like, even though, as a booker, I knew what was happening. I fucking loved it because it went so well. The way he pinned it and looked at him and then just looked at the crowd, it was fucking insane.
Yeah.
He carries himself so well as a heel. And it's just so good because, like, he was kind of lost in the fray with the whole... He was, like, the second guy in Circus Royale. Like, they weren't equal. It was almost like he was being overshadowed, as I said earlier. Yeah. And now he's pushing out for himself, and it's fucking sick. It's fucking sick, eh?
Yeah, cool. All right, well, that's the end of the Q&A, so I'm just going to end this with a bit of word association.
Here we go.
Let's see how long we're into this one. 51 minutes, okay, so we can maybe go for 15 more, I'd say. Let's just throw it out. Daniel Johnston.
Veteran. That's the first word that comes to mind, just because of the fact he's gone through all this fucking... all the old feds you got. What is it? Fucking...
By the way, you still got a beer to drink, mate.
Oh, shit. I have a beer to drink. Fucking... Oh, fuck.
Got heaps of that beer to go, you fucking idiot. Yep.
He's been around for so long now. And he's, like, still teaching us all this new shit and all that kind of crap. He can cut promos. He can be a heel and a face, and he's gone through the pros, I guess, in a slight bit as well. It's almost a... What are you doing?
Nothing. Just keep talking.
Yeah. So that's probably why veteran is the first thing that comes to mind.
Okay. Clint Marshall.
Unfortunately, the first word was Jewish, but also in-ring natural.
You don't have to just think of the first word. Just maybe even a story if you need to tell a story, or...
Well, it was fucking a match in the making for so long after we didn't get to have that match.
Twice you were supposed to wrestle and it didn't happen.
Yeah. It took a crash can to the fucking dickhead. Trash can to the head, which was fun. But, I've always wanted to wrestle Clint, so being able to do that last show was fucking so good. And I constantly just go back and watch it recently just because I really like how that match came out.
Yeah, it was fucking great, man. It was so much time in the making just to finally see that match actually take place. I was just sitting there just as a fan, just being like, this has been something I've been wanting to see for a long time, and you did not disappoint. Match of the show.
Yes.
Mike Delcano.
Jewish. Another Jew, fuck's sake. No, but by far probably one of the best...
We didn't even get to cover that bit, actually, about your Backyard TV match.
Alright, well, might as well cover.
I'm sorry, I'm sure you're listening to this, Delcano. I'm sorry I forgot to mention it, but now let's talk about it.
Might as well talk about it now. I finally got the chance to wrestle Mike, which I've been wanting to do for so long, on a Backyard TV, and was like, awesome, let's fucking have a sick match before you inevitably lose your Backyard title in the same show against Nick.
Yeah.
So, like, I decided I'd challenge you on Backyard TV, and then we had this idea where I pitched it as a joke. I'm like, can you just imagine if we swerve Carl and I just beat you for the title? And he gives me this look of, like, as if I've just come up with the greatest idea of all time. So we pitch it to you, and you're like, fuck it, okay, fuck it, let's do it. Let's have you win the Backyard title, and I'll overturn it.
Yeah.
And the match itself I still love because it was I still think it was a really good match.
Yeah.
Lots of fun. Got to do a bunch of spots. I took I think it was like a Northern Lights suplex into the corner, which followed up with a German soup. It was insane. It was crazy. There was a bunch of different spots. And I roll them up and I win the backyard title, which no one really processed because it's like, oh, cool, you just beat him on backyard TV, awesome.
Yeah.
And then it's announced the new backyard champion. Everyone loses their shit. They're like, what? What about Nick?
Didn't expect it.
Yeah, because it's on backyard TV. And then you come out, crowd laughs. It's a good time. Everyone's having fun at my expense. Usual. But yeah, no, Barrett is a fucking great competitor, and it's good to see he's making it in the pros. Bit annoying how he thinks that we don't, treat him that well, but he's always welcome in our group of misfits.
Yeah, I just think he's just having a bad day, but
yeah,
it was just today that this is all going down. And Barrett, if you're listening, we do appreciate you, and you're a fucking awesome wrestler for us. And despite your opinions on things, and despite our opinions on pro wrestling here in Perth, it shouldn't have any effect on your opinion on us as people. Likewise for us with you. So it doesn't really matter. It's just a difference of opinions. You don't like the Attitude Era. I love the Attitude Era. We have that difference of opinion.
Yeah.
But I've never disliked you because of it. I've just thought you've got a fucking shit opinion on wrestling. No, that's a joke.
Immediately goes against everything.
No, I'm joking. He's got a good eye on wrestling and all that, and he's a good dude. Blade Shaw.
Blade is that guy. He's another guy that intimidated me instantly. Even though when I first saw him, he was wearing glasses and stuff. He's still this big dude with a beard that scares the fuck out of anyone. It's just, I don't know how to explain it. He's the nicest. He's like the definition of a big friendly giant. And he's always like there to make sure you're alright, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, it's just, I don't know what else to say apart from him being such a nice dude, like always there. He's a smart fucker as well. There's not much else I can say apart from just a general good role model.
Hydro.
Dickhead. Franchise.
I'm annoyed that Hydro did not ask any questions. He usually asks questions.
I don't think is he online at the moment?
He was online because he liked my comment when I said Alex with shades of Hydro.
I bet he's probably kicking himself because he thought it'd be later.
He just thinks he's a fucking big shot now because he's the internet heavyweight champion. But yeah, Hydro.
I wish I did get to wrestle him.
He's back in August.
I fucking better be able to wrestle him in August. What's in August?
Well, September's Commissioner's Cup. There's also. Let me just announce it here. I'm just announcing it now. Commissioner's Cup. Unfortunately, Luke Monet will not be in the tournament
because JD Flame's a cunt.
JD Flame's a cunt, and
Bad
because Luke Monet will be going one-on-one with Hydro.
That's right. You heard it here first, because JD Flame refuses to put me in the Commissioner's Cup, because kayfabe, I will be challenging Hydro in his return match, where I was going to continue in kayfabe, well, I hope to defeat him in the ring, which if I'm in kayfabe, I will beat you. Yeah.
Cool.
Now I'm excited for that match.
We'll see how it goes.
I've heard about this a while back, and I pretended like I didn't know a thing about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Phaser.
Athlete, in the fact that as soon as I saw him wrestle the first time in Wham Bam, it was like, oh shit, this guy's good. And like, he was way too clean and way too crisp with his stuff. It's just unfortunate, like, well, the injury, but on top of that, like...
2014 wasn't really his year, because he kind of disappeared.
Yeah, kind of went off the radar.
But he's back, so maybe again one day there'll be a Phaser versus Luke Monet match.
That would be good, because he constantly attacks that fan that looks like me.
Big Ace.
As I said before, he's probably the future of big guy wrestling in the Fed. Like, because when the day comes that guys like Blade or Ice and stuff hang up the boots, you got Big Ace, who's still so young and is going to fucking destroy even more than he already is. And he's like improving tenfold every event, which is so good to see.
Acid.
Wasted talent in the fact that he couldn't really commit to what he should have been. I could tell instantly that there was a lot of skill that he had, but it's just a shame that he couldn't really stay with the Warzone.
Rex Regum.
Misunderstood bloke that obviously had a few issues to start off with when he joined WZW. Well, not joined, when he was in WZWA in like 2012 and stuff. But it's good to see.
Even as late as last year, there were problems.
But it's good to see he's finally coming around. He's finally starting to understand how it is. He's maturing now, which is good to see. So yeah, I feel like maybe in the next year or so, it could be his year. I reckon he should be, finally getting what he deserves if he's gonna keep his head in like he has been recently. So it should be good to see how he goes from here on out.
Brandon Cage, I'm gonna do a wee.
Well, that's probably about the same level of thought I have of Brandon Cage. He's an alright guy. He's just a bit weird. Sometimes played up to be a fucking dickhead on social media. He's cool to hang out with sometimes, and other times he's just odd. He has a lot of natural talent, but again, it's the whole being able to work and cooperate with everyone else, and he just didn't really do that so well. So it's a shame because, he did show a lot of talent, but, it's a two-way street and you've got to be able to, get along with everyone else, and unfortunately he was not able to do that.
That's right. Dan Zeppelin.
Backyard wrestling legend that I better have a match with, a proper serious full-on match. And I said it in part 1, and Dan, if he's listening to the Q&A, you will have to wrestle me, because I will book it without Carl's permission, even though Carl would probably be fine with it.
That would be fine.
Yeah.
Yep, that will be fine.
You heard it here first.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Dark Ice.
Fucking... I don't really know how to explain Dark Ice. He's just... For someone his size, he shouldn't be able to do what he does. It's kind of insane. But it's a shame that he's currently injured, because I feel like right now he could probably be doing a lot of awesome shit.
Yeah. Because,
the landscape of WCW has changed pretty full on. It'd be awesome to have Dark Ice in there, mixing it up as well. But, it is what it is. When he does come back from the injury, it'll be awesome to see what he does next. If he's going to be a face or a heel. Because he can play both those characters, and he doesn't really have to change the character, because it's either the crowd's got to cheer him, which they mostly do now. Yeah, you never know.
Team Justice.
Gone too soon in terms of going from yarding to pro. Should have stayed with yard a lot longer than he did.
He got to live his little dream of being a pro wrestler, but at the
unfortunately
same time,
that dream got killed, and
he missed out on a lot of good stuff that could have happened for him.
He could have had a much longer and a much more successful yarding career, but unfortunately he went pro, and they killed that dream for him, both in the sense of wanting to be a pro wrestler and wanting to watch and like wrestling. So
yeah,
thanks a lot. Thanks, you dickheads.
Hopefully one day we'll get him back and you get to wrestle him.
Yeah, fucking curb stomp me.
Brian Lowe.
Fat. I could say that.
Stop being mean to him.
I could say that because he's definitely not listening to this podcast.
I when it was school holidays, I was saying to him, come hang out one night, come stay over during your school holidays, we'll get drunk, we'll do a podcast. Unfortunately, he didn't get back to me after that. Eventually, I will interview him over the internet for the podcast.
It would be cool because Lowe, it was unfortunate that at the end of his career, it was the peak of his career. He was starting to finally kick off, and even though he had the WCW title reign, he was getting better and better by the end of it. And that final match he had with Phaser was...
Who would have thought his last match would be against Phaser? And
it was an opener. Well, not an opener, it was a fill-in.
Yeah,
and it was fucking great. It was intense.
Really good, yeah. They did a fucking good job. And hey, we got him for Commissioner's Cup. Yeah. So
well,
I'm happy to see him come in and to wrestle Deacon.
Yeah, it'll be so good. I can't wait to see him back. It'll be cool because even though he left as a heel, he's coming back as a face. It's Low.
It has to be.
Like, even though it's Low, and, like, we treated Low like shit, to see Low back in a ring is going to be fucking insane.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Can you pass us the ball later?
No.
Nope. Okay. Let's go with Knuckles.
I don't know how to explain Knuckles, but I can tell a story about how, would have been maybe a year or two ago, I was going through some shit, and Knuckles randomly messaged me. I was like, what the fuck is happening? And then he gave me all this, like, advice, because he had heard, he just gave me all this, like, advice and was trying to make sure I was alright, and said I shouldn't be coping with everyone's shit, because he knew I was a black belt as well. And he's like, you should just start kicking people's asses. It'll be fucking sweet, dude. I was like, shit, okay. Thanks for the advice. And he's like, trying to offer me all this, like, advice to pick me up and stuff. And it was like, I've never had, like, a full-on conversation with Knuckles in person or online. And he's just...
Say hello to him?
Pardon?
You say hello to him, right, though? In person?
Yeah. No, I don't just ignore him completely. I do say hi and have, like, a general chat, but I haven't had a full-on conversation. So it took me by such surprise. So it's like definitely a good memory of Knuckles there.
Kill Chaos.
Chaos is like a giant teddy bear, and probably one of my favorite people in the Fed, just because of he's so. When you first meet him, he's so misconceived, and like he's seen as this huge, scary guy that's. By the way he talks, he should probably be in a mental institute or something. Like he doesn't speak.
Well, that's just
like
him on the internet. In person, He doesn't really.
Oh, he does. He fucking.
He doesn't say that much ridiculous
I remember,
shit,
like after the Schwa incident, I'm sitting in EPW trying to enjoy the show, and then out of nowhere, Chaos comes behind me, and I don't know what he said, but it wasn't legal for a 15-year-old to be hearing, and it was fucking disturbing. And then he hugged me. I was like, what is happening? I don't know if you're about to kill me, but yeah, no, he's the nicest guy. Awesome wrestler, and he's often taken because he's hardcore. He should only be sticking to hardcore is what people think, but fuck, he's a good technical wrestler as well. It's just awesome to see how he's, progressed in wrestling. It's good.
Antilochus.
Brother that has... developed way more than anyone has ever expected. Because, again, he was another guy on the trampoline. Like, when EBW was coming to an end, he was just another guy that liked wrestling, and then suddenly he kicked off.
Yep.
And then now we have Antilochus. We went from camo pant wearing Antilochus to hardcore superstar to this Antilochus, and it's like this huge progression that I don't think anyone was expecting when they first saw that curly-headed kid.
And when he debuted the hardcore superstar gimmick, a lot of people were like, "No, that doesn't suit you."
Well, that's
and now look at him.
Well, the issue was people said it didn't suit him because people weren't sure about how gimmicky it was. Because it was like a pretty big gimmick. He had these glasses, he had the jacket, he came out to bang your head. It was like, he just waved his arms around and all that kind of stuff. It was like an over-animated gimmick.
But in the end,
it became him.
Yeah. And
like, you don't think of him any different. I couldn't imagine him putting back on camo pants.
No. Alex Stone. We have gone over him, but let's just... One more final thought on Alex.
Still one of my favourite guys to ever step in WCW ring. I hope he does come back for like at least a little bit of a little run, so I can hopefully get a match against him, so we can have that decider that we've always wanted, and so I can see him wrestle a few other guys. It'd be awesome to see him wrestle Deacon with his new character. There's a few matches that I think Alex would be fucking sick to wrestle with. So Alex, if you could, please just come back for a little run. That'd be solid.
And you're not wrestling me.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Not gonna fucking happen.
No.
Had enough.
It's it. It's done.
It's too much of a war. Deacon. DK Joker.
Easily the future top heel. Easily. I wouldn't be surprised if he managed to over...
it seems like everyone's really fucking high on him right now.
Yeah, no, well, he's been doing so solid. Unfortunately, like last show, he had that little promo stumble, but that's just...
But we all have that.
Yeah, exactly. I do see him as a top heel in the next year or so. I wouldn't be surprised if he started overtaking us in the next couple of shows, because I feel like he could really push his way through.
Well, there's this big competition on right now. It seems you, Jacob, Ryan, and Deacon to try and be the fucking top heel.
Yeah, well, I mean,
it should be competitive.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't plan on losing to that stupid little fucking midget Ryan, little fucking dickhead. Fuck you. Hope you heard that. I hope you're listening, Ryan, dickhead. Fucking dickhead.
Ryan Tate.
Immediately goes to Ryan. Nah, but on a serious note, he's a fucking dick. No. Another one of the nicest guys that is also fucking an insane wrestler that I hope, even though he hasn't really showed it, I hope he does plan on going pro. Because he has a lot of potential.
Well, he's got his foot in the door, and I think the Schwa guys like him. I'll never be back at Schwa. They don't want me there.
Yeah.
But I could see Ryan totally.
Yeah,
because he's so dedicated and he's a can-do kind of guy. So if they ask him to do anything, he'll do it, just like he has done with me. So Ryan would flourish as a pro wrestler. I think maybe his height might work against him.
Well, it could work for his gimmick,
but it could work for him as well. We'll see. You know.
Yeah.
Who knows? But he wouldn't be a Crazy Train or a Del Carno, but he would be
a Crimson Lightning.
Fuck that.
Just immediate no.
Cribs is cool, but no.
But what about an Elliot Forbes?
Let's not try and get me angry. My blood pressure's already rising. $3.
Where is he? That's a legitimate question.
He's in Bunbury.
He's in Bunbury? Alright, that's good.
He's in Bunbury. He's lost about 60 kilos.
I don't know how.
Had chicken pox.
Well, that will do it. But I hope he does show up again. I'm really hoping to see him because
apparently he'll be at the next show.
Hopefully, he's kind of gone missing, and it's a bit of an iffy situation, which is kind of worrying. But
his heel turn was so good.
Yeah, I know. It went so perfectly, and then out of nowhere,
he's going to be main event heel for 2 or 3 shows.
Yeah,
and then he would take a step down.
Yeah,
but still be one of the top heels. So he'd be in that
competition.
That competition with you guys.
But yeah, I hope he does come back. I hope he does show up to the next show because he's, He
just fallen off the grid, and I don't know why he wanted to be off the grid because it's annoying because I want to be in touch with him, and I like it when I talk to him. I like being in touch with him. I like seeing him online and saying his stupid little status updates.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on with him.
Mykonos.
Someone that I'm really excited to finally be able to feud with because I've been waiting for so long.
Coming up at Hardcore Hell in September for the GBYWN Australian
Do you not know the date or anything?
No, I can't remember the date.
Yeah, neither. But yeah, I'm so excited that I finally get to have this feud because it's always been that little mini joke feud that we've had where he's never pinned me, but now we're actually doing something about it. We're actually having a match, and we're already in the midst of a feud. And I'm
2 shows deep.
I'm way too excited for this. Been waiting for it for so long.
Jack Wallace.
Skinny fucking white dickhead fuckhead.
It's always everyone's first reaction is to say something horrible, but then say, "No, I'm just joking."
I'm just joking. He's a fucking cunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More?
No, that's Jack, I'm thankful for the fact that if it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't be wrestling at all. I wouldn't have pursued this. I would have been playing video games or playing football.
Yeah.
So, thanks, Jack, you stupid fuck.
Me.
Supplier of beer. All around good fella. Pizza as well. Nah, but good guy, funnily enough. So you don't fucking bottle me or something.
It's a running tally. You owe me $30.
Okay, all right, easy enough. And supplier of bed as well. I could just stay the night. Yeah,
$40.
Yeah, no, role model and kind of like a older brother, as I've said before. Again, a very good influence when it comes to my heel work. And trying to be the best character I could possibly be. I always ask for tips. I always ask you for tips. Don't really go to many other people. Unless it's... the only people I go to are you and Jacob. And Jacob's more of suggestions or anything. So yeah, Yeah, pretty much that.
And the greatest of all time.
Yeah,
Cheers, man.
Yeah, no worries, man.
Vincent Graves.
Vincent. For some reason, I thought that was fucking Brandon Cage. Sorry, Vincent. That was mean. I like Sadistic. Sadistic's a good guy. Don't know why I groaned. I'm sorry. I actually am really sorry about that. Funny guy. It's good been hanging out with him at the ICWS shows because he's a funny fucker. Good to get along with. Got to help him get adjusted to the ICWS base when we were at the show, not when DJ was just training him either. Just having Ryan hit some moves on me, and then just kind of helping out with the whole process. It's good to see him back.
Yep.
Because I remember looking on the ICWS alumni page and seeing his face and being like, that kid looks funny as fuck.
He doesn't look sadistic at all.
That's not fucking sadistic in the slightest. And now it's Vincent Graves.
Excellent.
So, yeah.
Wicked Nick James.
I hope he comes back, even though it's been talk for the past couple of months now.
It's been talk since fucking February.
Yeah, I hope it actually happens because he seemed keen on it. Now I don't know what's happening with him, but
neither.
Like he came back and it looked like he was fucking going so well with it as well.
Yeah,
it looked like he was back in like his stride, and it's just I hope he does come back, and I hope he has a match in WCWA. Has a few matches,
and I hope he's at ICWS on August the 1st. He's supposed to face Jack Wallace, I believe. Which would be good.
That is true. Yes.
Kai Fusion.
Funny shy cunt. Well, he was shy, but now he's stunned. He's getting out of his shell. It's good to see. He's a funny fuckhead. He's an awesome wrestler. It would be awesome to see him develop more of a promo side. Hope he'll be able to start talking a bit more confidently, because during Deacon's promo, even though he fucked up and it's probably not the best time to be showing your skills when talking, he was a funny fuckhead when Deacon fucked up and he made it work. But yeah, it's good to see Kyle's now expanding in the whole singles career as well. I'm excited to see how he works. I've hung out with him. He's a funny cunt, and yeah, he's just an all-around good guy. Good guy, yeah.
Backyard TV.
Oh right, this is word comparison, not just person. An awesome concept that needs to happen more often. Definitely.
It's all about us being organised in the morning.
Yeah. I mean, I'm always there in the morning, though. Like, I'd be keen to do a Backyard TV if it was just involving me and, like, me, Mojo, and me wearing a different mask. I'd be keen to do that. Just because Backyard TV is fucking sick.
Yeah, Backyard TV's fun. I love commentating on it. I think when you watch it back, it's fun. It's funny. I mean, I remember watching it with Ryan and Lily, and we were in tears laughing at your antics whilst, I'm just filming like the opening scene of the show. And I think you had a plate full of pasta.
I just started crying.
You were crying with pasta in your mouth, and we're just like laughing so hard. Like every time, it's like you were doing something stupid, and Backyard TV is like WCWA in XCW form. The dumb commentary and the bloody ridiculousness, because we're not taking it that seriously, because it's just Backyard TV, and that's what I love about that show. It's and I would love to do it more, and hopefully before the next show we can do another one, just a little one.
Yeah.
All right, Arthur Aries.
Another unfortunate misused talent. I hope he does come back. There was word of him possibly coming back soon. I hope it does happen, because
I just don't know what to do with him. Because now Ace is with Deacon. I'm going that way. I don't know what to do with him when he comes back.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird situation, but I'm sure if the booking committee thought about it, we'd probably be able to come up with something.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how we go. Lila.
Awesome chick. And she started out seeming so shy, but now she's so confident and will join in with everything, and is just such a happy person. It's awesome to have a chick involved in wrestling, no matter what. And I can say I've been clotheslined with 2 characters by Lila, which is just awesome, right? It's awesome to say I've been beaten up by a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of girls in wrestling, Stacey.
Oh, I was so sick. It was so sick to see Stacey last show, and I got ripped into, even though I had already said hi to Stacey, and you guys were like, "Have you said hi to the backyard wrestling legend, Stacey?" I was like, "Yes, I have."
That's how you gotta be,
when
man.
when she arrived, I said hi and stuff. I was talking to her when she arrived, and you didn't say hi to her. Yeah, I did.
I want to make sure everyone shakes their hand and says hello.
Didn't hear the end of it.
No. Johnny V.
Oh, Johnny V, fucking. I just remembered fucking WCW Monday Night Raw and all that shit. It's awesome to see the XCW guys back, and Johnny is probably the funniest character that's happened in Australian backyard wrestling, and it's awesome to see him in WCW up to his usual shenanigans. I remember watching the Johnny V show from Clash of the Triads about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Fucking funny as hell. But yeah, good guy. Good chap.
Prides.
Dickhead.
So many annoying
Dickhead.
ones.
I don't even... No, dickhead. Dickhead. I'm not expanding. Dickhead.
Bundy Mac X.
Fucking... No. I just said... I just called...
If he thought it couldn't go any worse.
Oh, I remember going to the casino one night and I saw fucking Bundy Mac X dancing with his girlfriend.
I thought you were going to say Bundy Mac X dancing with Pride. So I was like, what the fuck are they dancing with?
No, but I saw them together and he just kept staring at me. And I remember because I was with my friend Paige. You know Paige. And she's...
What? The WWE?
Yeah, the WWE Diva, yeah.
Lie.
Blatant lie. No, but with my friend Paige, and she's like, is this dude just constantly staring at him? Like, don't look back. Don't look back. Just don't look at him. And we just walked out. We're like, nah, fuck that. And me and Steele's TAFE mate knows him and was like, yeah, he's a fucking dickhead. I was like, fair enough. I'm like, how do you know him? Oh, we used to be best mates, but he's a fucking dickhead, so I don't want to talk to him anymore.
Right on. 3 more.
Oh, here we go.
Still Kemsley.
Another misunderstood, but in a weird way. He's so socially awkward, as we said before, but he's like the nicest guy, and no matter what, he's always kind of there. I remember at TAFE, sometimes I wouldn't have any money or whatever, and he'd just be like, yeah, dude, I'll shout you a lunch, and then it'll be like a bigger feed than I was expecting of getting if I had money like I usually would. You'd get like $10, and he's like, oh, here's 25, go buy yourself some fucking Hungry Jacks. And you're like, okay, if you insist. He has a dream, because I remember I was the one that brought him into wrestling, because he like messaged me, hey, do you do the backyard wrestling stuff? I would love to join in, all that kind of stuff. And like, he loves wrestling, he loves media, and he's passionate, which is good. And he's improving again tenfold every single event. And next time he dives outside the ring, I'm either going to be not filming it, or I'll be in the crowd not filming it, or I'll be making sure it's on frame each time.
Good.
Yeah. And then again, we've got the new cameras, which we won't announce. We'll let Jack announce that.
We'll let Jack announce that one.
That's a big one. That's a little teaser.
Biggie. That's a biggie.
It's a biggie.
It's a Biggie Smalls.
Biggie Smalls. It's a smally big. I'm going to shut up.
Noel Wallace.
Coach. Just because I remember meeting him through football.
Coach Kemsley. I love that fucking stupid news post. Coach Kemsley to debut.
No,
John Kemsley to debut.
Why would he debut?
Possibly John Kemsley may be coming out as
Coach Kemsley.
Still Kemsley's new manager, Coach Kemsley.
Why would he?
Why?
He's already against Steel Wrestling.
Drive Steel to the ring in a Maserati. How's that spelled again, Jack? Maserati. Alright. Last one. Luke Monet.
I saw that coming as well.
Everyone saw it coming.
You thought that was going to be hard.
No,
A dramatic moment.
everyone gets that one.
I don't know what I can say about myself that hasn't already been said. I want to be one of those guys. I want to be an Australian Backyard Wrestling Hall of Famer. Or even if
Good luck. I don't know if I'll still be doing it when you've retired. You've
fucking...
either got to be doing it for 10 years or you've got to be retired.
Shit.
You're fucked, alright?
I'm just gonna retire and then no one will vote for me anyway. I'll get there. I'll get into a Hall of Fame eventually.
I know a few people want to be a Hall of Famer too.
That would be kind of been the crowning thing for me in my backyard wrestling. career, but I do hope to make it pro, but not in a while. I've got a lot of shit to do in the backyard. I will kidnap someone in the backyard in the next 5 years. No, that not even been discussed in the booking committee, but I'm calling it now.
You're ripping off AAA.
No, that doesn't count because that involved Brandon Cage.
No, they kidnapped Deacon.
Yeah, but they also kidnapped Brandon Cage.
They had a fucking... What was the thing that they had over his
They
head?
had a Where's Wally?
Oh, Where's Wally? I don't know why, but I thought it was going to be a Cookie Monster one. I can't remember. Where's Wally's just as bad. But, okay, so that's what you think about yourself. You want to be a Hall of Famer one day. And... But who is Luke Monet?
The Fresh Prince of Wrestling.
All right. Well, that's fine. That works.
Cool.
Well, Luke, we've been here. We started at like 7:30.
You said we weren't going to be out here at 1:30.
We started at like 7:30. We had a little bit of a break with some pizza, but for some reason we've only recorded maybe 4 hours worth, and it's fucking 1:30.
Well, mathematically that works. 4 hours. It's been 7:30. Now it's 1:30. That's 4 hours.
No, that's not.
Yeah, it is.
7:30,
8:30,
9:30, 10:30,
Fuck,
11:30, 12:30.
I forgot that it doesn't go.
So we got 4 hours.
Sorry,
out of 6.
I forgot that it doesn't go past fucking 10. That's my bad.
What a retard!
I'm sorry.
That's how we end this podcast.
With me being a fucking retard.
You botched.
Typical.
Just like at the beginning of your career.
I said I wasn't going to anymore.
At this point in your career, you've botched again.
I've botched a podcast. At least I didn't call it Battlefield.
It's called a botchcast now.
Botchcast.
Thank you very much, Luke, for being here tonight and taking this interview with me. I'm very happy.
I'm going to quickly make an announcement. Leading up to the next show, Hardcore Hell, I'm going to be leading a convoy to the show. If anyone wants to jump on,
dude, don't turn yourself babyface yet.
I'm sorry.
Right?
Okay.
Being in a convoy makes you babyface.
All right.
So everyone loves a convoy because there's nothing better than joining a convoy. Am I right, Mitch? Nothing better than being on a great big convoy.
Alright, it's going to end it there.
Thank you, Luke, for being a part of this.
Cast.
And you are, in my opinion, like Dan Zeppelin was to the ICWS, you are the heart of WZWA. Just like Jack Wallace, Antilochus, Rex Regum. You guys are the heart and soul of WZWA. The originals, been there since day one.
Number one.
Very proud of what you've accomplished and what you've done. We didn't even mention everything you've done with the media and all that stuff, but you've done a great job with that, and you've been a big part of WCWA, and I'm looking very much forward to the future and how you and Antilochus go for 2015 going into 2016.
Indeed.
So thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, well, everyone out there, thank you very much for listening to the GBYWN Australia podcast. This was part 3 of my interview with Luke Monet. Don't know who's going to be next. I do have some promises for Jack Wallace. I do have promises for Mykonos, and I do have a promise for Brian Lowe. So we've got some possibly coming up soon. I've also got to upload my interview with Diffuser very soon, so keep an eye out for that. Thank you for listening, and we will see you next time on the GBYWN Australia podcast.
Yeah!
Yeah.